Hello students. So in this video we are going to understand the concept of budget line. In the last video we have done the concept of indifference curves. As we know that indifference curves, they show the satisfaction level of a consumer. And since our consumer wants maximum satisfaction, he will keep on shifting to a higher indifference curve. But we know that every consumer, he faces two major constraints. Number one, the income of the consumer is limited. And number two, he has to pay the prices of two commodities. So based on these constraints only, we derive the budget line. Basically, budget line is the income constraint line of the consumer. This is the line that will limit the consumer to a certain level of satisfaction. He cannot move beyond the budget line. So let us first understand about this budget line. We are going to find out the budget equation. So to find out the budget equation, we will define some variables first. Let's say, let the money income of the consumer be denoted by M, which is constant because it is given to us, it will not change. The prices of X and Y are denoted by PX and PY. Again, they are constant, they are given to us, they will not change. Now the quantity that a consumer buys, let the quantity of X be denoted by QX and the quantity of Y be denoted by QY. These are the quantities that a consumer will buy. Now just think of one thing. What will be the expenditure if a consumer is buying X? Now we know the quantity is QX, the price is PX. So the expenditure will be QX multiplied by PX. Let us think it like that. Let the price of X be 2 and the quantity that he is buying be 3. So what is his expenditure? His expenditure is rupees 6. That is PX multiplied by QX. Clear? Similarly, if the consumer is buying Y, his expenditure will be PY multiplied by QY. So these are the expenditures of a consumer. Now given the money income M, I think we all understand that a consumer cannot spend more than M. Whatever is the value of M. Let the money income of the consumer be rupees 20. So if M is rupees 20, that means his expenditure, that is PXQX plus PYQY, cannot be more than 20. So therefore, if he is spending his entire income, let's say he is spending entire rupees 20 on X and Y, that means this equation should satisfy. Money income should be equal to his expenditure. That is M is equal to PXQX plus PYQY. So this is the budget equation, or as we say, the income constraint of the consumer. Now with the help of this equation, we are going to derive the graph for the budget line. So here's an equation for the reference. M equals to QXPX plus QYPY. We have to derive the budget line graph. So on y-axis I have quantity Y. On x-axis I have quantity X. What we have to do is we have to find at least 2 points on this budget line, and joining those 2 points we can get a budget line. So to find those 2 points, I am going to find out the vertices on x-axis and y-axis. We are going to find out 2 points on x-axis and y-axis. Now think of like this. If I want to find a vertex on y-axis, that means I want to find something on this vertical line. I think all of us know that on y-axis, QX is always 0. Any point on the y-axis means QX is equal to 0. So let me, in this equation, put QX equals to 0. If I put QX equals to 0, then I will get QY equals to M upon PY. Let me put it in these words. QY here is that quantity of Y that a consumer is buying if he is spending his entire income on Y. Here you see Qx is 0. So he is not buying any quantity of X. So if we do this with the help of an example, we can see that if we do this with the help of an example, let me just show you like this. Okay, so if we do this real example, let's say the money income of the consumer is 20 and the price of Y is rupees 5. If he is not buying any quantity of X, that means he can purchase 4 units of Y. So that means this would be money income divided by price of Y. Here, this is how we can find the vertex on y-axis. Similarly, we can find the vertex on x-axis as well. That would be m upon px, similar to that. So joining these 2 points, we can derive the budget line. Right? So as we see, it is a downward sloping line. It is a straight line because the equation is linear. If there is a linear equation, it is always a straight line. So that is how we derive the budget line graph. Moving forward, now we are going to find the slope of the budget line. That's a very important concept. To find the slope, we are going to use this approach. We know that a standard equation is in the format of y is equal to a plus bx. That is the form of a standard equation. So here I see x over here is an independent variable, y is a dependent variable, a is the intercept on y-axis. That means a is that value of y, then x is equal to 0. If you see in this equation also, if I put x equals to 0, I will get y is equal to a. So a is the intercept on y-axis and b is the slope of the line. So this, we are going to use this form of equation to find out the slope of the budget line. So this is the slope of the budget line, pxqx plus pyqy is equal to m. What I am going to do is, we are going to convert this equation in the form of a standard equation. And then we are going to make a comparison. So as I see, on the left hand side, we have the y variable. And everything else is on the right hand side. So I have to convert it like this. Let me take pxqx to the right hand side now. So this will become pyqy equals to m minus pxqx. Also I will take py also on the left hand side, because remember, py is not a variable, it is a constant. This number is always given to us. It is fixed. That is why we have to take this also on the right hand side. So if I take this on the right hand side, I can get something like this. So qy equals to m upon py minus px upon py into qx. Now if I compare the equations, I find some sort of similarities. I can see a is somehow equals to m upon py, because remember, m is also a constant, py is also a constant. These numbers are always given to us. So they are fixed numbers, and a is also a constant. And also I said a is y-intercept. That means a is that value of y, then x is 0. And we have proven in the last slide that m upon py is that quantity of y when qx is 0. So m upon py is the y-intercept. And as I can see, d is equal to minus px upon py. So that means this is the slope of the budget line. So hence the slope of the budget line is minus px upon py. That is the ratio of the prices of two commodities. That is the slope of the budget line. So I hope all of you understand this concept of budget line. In the next video, I am going to share a concept, that is the shifts in the budget line. Thank you very much.